Senator Sullivan.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Mr.
Good to see you,
Chairman,
bud.
Captain, thank you very much. Mr. Goffman, thank you for being here again. Third appearance in front of this committee for this position. You really must want it. And but I actually
In the worst way.
well, no, I appreciate it. Right?
Actually, the best way.
These hearings aren't easy, and you go through a lot of questions, and you're hanging in there. So I'm going to start where I left off last time. So I have this chart. I love to show this chart. Let's see. Can you see that chart? Now, you might remember I asked you about this chart in your last hearing. By the way, the national media hates this chart, right? What does this chart say? From 2005 to 2020, the major economy in the world that reduced greenhouse gas emissions more than any other major economy in the world by far was the United States of America. Yay, say it, be proud. The national media hates it because it goes against all climate change, doom and gloom. We're against it. No, you might remember I raised this. And so they fact-checked the hell out of this chart. And guess what? It's true. Can't deny it. Look at this. Reductions of this percentage. And, of course, who's the polluter of the world by far? The Chinese Communist Party, India, Iran, Russia. By the way, all the bad guys. The good guys are here, reducing emissions. Now, if you remember when I asked you about this chart, you look a little skeptical, you look confused, you look surprised by it, which surprised me because you're in charge of air. Like, you need to have this chart embedded in your head, okay? And when I asked you, why do you think that happened, you actually said, I think it was maybe EPA regulations. So, remember my response to you? What was it?
I remember our time together, and you actually didn't just ask me a question; you tutored me.
I did.
I hope I passed the test this time.
Well, you're gonna show if you need remedial education right now, or if you pass the test. So what do you think happened? Was this have anything to do with EPA regs? Come on, you know the answer. If you say yes, you're gonna fail.
Technology in the market.
Okay, exactly.
Is what I remember from
technology
May 25th.
in the market, particularly where?
In the electricity sector, the oil and gas sector, and in particularly in states like Alaska.
Well, revolution in the production of natural gas. That's
George P. Mitchell, right?
Exactly. Revolution in the production of natural gas. Right here. That's the answer, for the most part. It has nothing to do with the EPA. Private sector, technology, American innovation is literally helping keep the world clean, okay? So here's my question. If you're confirmed, the EPA is going to have a lot of role, not just domestically, but internationally. John Kerry, who I think is the bane of America's existence on so many issues of security. By the way, he's a White House staffer, right? He's not a secretary, he's not a senator. He couldn't get confirmed in this body if it took 100 years. He is out there internationally saying, well, we don't think countries should buy American LNG. Telling country, you think that's smart? You think that's smart? You think what John Kerry's up to is smart? Assume that what I said is correct. I'd love it if he came out and said, denied it. I didn't do that, but trust me, I talked to foreign governments. He's out there cautioning the Japanese against buying American LNG, for God's sakes, which would make the world cleaner. This is all about clean burning American natural gas. That's it. That's the answer. Every media outlet in America has fact-checked this, and they're like, damn, he's right. So should we be telling foreign governments not to buy clean burning American LNG from Alaska or other places? Come on, this is easy.
I really don't have. I don't think so.
I've idea, never. Isn't it? Let me just give you another. Right now, the G7 group of 7 countries, the G7 industrialized democracies, are looking at their next meetings. I'm hearing rumors that John Kerry is trying to get in the G7 leader statements not to buy American LNG. Like, whose side is this guy on? Do you think that's a good idea? You'll have responsibility over this. Is that a good idea? For the environment of the world. Look at that chart. Answer my question.
Personally, I don't think so.
It's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
It's a horrible idea based on science. The Democrats like say, we're the party of science. Great. That's science. So here's the commitment I need from you. I'm just 4 minutes. I'm 4 seconds over. One question. When you guys get, because you do a lot of international work, any proposal from John Kerry or the other climate zealots in this administration, who don't know any of the science, by the way, and they are trying to reduce the export of American LNG, can you commit to me to weigh in at what the EPA say? That is a bad idea for the environment of the world, not to mention national security, for God's sakes. Can you commit to me to do that? Assume that's going to happen.
Senator, I commit to you to carry out the responsibilities of the Office of Air and Radiation.
You just said this was a bad idea. Will you commit to me to telling others, John Kerry and others, that this is a bad idea? You're going to be in charge of EPA's air program.
The reason I'm hesitating, Senator, is I've never been, in my experience working in the Office of Air and Radiation, that question's never come up as a Clean Air Act question. And it's very hard for me to make a commitment based on authority I don't have or that I'm not familiar with having. My personal opinion is not what I'm asked for. I'm asked to apply my expertise under the Clean Air Act. And I don't expect in my current job ever to be asked that question in my current capacity.
The senator's time has expired.
President,
The senator's time has expired.
Mr. Chairman,
All right.
the witness
The senator's time has expired.
dodging my question.
The senator's time has expired. We're going to have another round of questions. I invite you to stay and participate in that, okay? Your time has expired.
It would be good if you can answer my question in the next round.